Welcome back. Okay, you made it back just in time. Well, I hope you didn't fill those up in the toilet. God's sake. Maybe you're into that kind of stuff. I'm not going to judge you, but it's disgusting. All right, guys, are you enjoying the show? Yeah. Amazing. Right, we're going to get cracking on the show. You ready for your next act? Awesome. So let's get that applause going. Let me hear that whooping and cheering. Please welcome to the stage the amazing Mr. Sean Patrick. Look, a lot of you are looking at me thinking, what have you got to be so cheerful about, Sean? Is it that the pus has almost completely drained from your ear infection and you have never felt more alive? Partly yes. But also, I'm very excited about the current situation in American politics. I refer, of course, to Mr. Donald Trump, because, yes, he has his downsides, but I just think it's been ages, hasn't it, since we've had a really feel-good assassination. Simmer down. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you tonight determined to make it as a stand-up comedian or die trying. Place your bets. I work very hard at this. I come here to see top comedians perform to try and gain even more stage presence and charisma. Some of these top comedians, you know, your McIntyres, your Millicans, your Chegwins, they have so much stage presence and charisma they can just walk on stage, lift one hand in the air like this and wave. The entire room erupts into laughter. Still working on that. I sometimes wonder if I've got the right skill set for this. I went to Edinburgh Comedy Festival last summer and I only got one review and it said, the only thing Sean Patrick is any good at is self-deprecation. You know, they say good, I'm all right. And I have what I like to call a quirky personality, or as my wife once described it, I'm leaving you, Sean. But one thing I am very good at, I'm very good at facts. Very good at facts. I know all sorts of facts about all sorts of things. For example, you're probably aware you are never more than 6 feet away from a rat. And I think that, more than anything, is what's always put me off skydiving. Enough now. I had a very trying day. A very trying day. I was kept awake all night by the sound of 2 foxes having sex. And I said to them this morning, you know, you're in the spare room tonight. And then I went to a picnic. And you know what it's like, don't you? You're going to the picnic and you've got the cuddly toys on the springs, and you've got the mallets with the padded ends, big piece of wood with the holes cut in it, haven't you? And you're carrying all this, and you get to the park, don't you? And you set all this up, and everyone's watching you, and it's then that the man who has invited you says, "No, Sean, I asked you to bring the guacamole." Now, my agent, who I'm hoping will appear at some stage during my career, has has advised me to try and show you the full range of what I'm capable of. So, with that in mind, I'd like to share with you a poem I've written. It is called Ode to a Wasp on a Summer's Day. Ode to a wasp on a summer's day. Oh, wasp, fuck off. And then she said, do tell them about you, because that's what the young comedians do, isn't it? They talk about themselves. So, as you can probably guess from my name, Sean Patrick, I'm from an Irish background. And like a lot of people from an Irish background, I've had my... a bit late there. Like a lot of people from an Irish background, I've had my problems with alcohol. I remember once, I was driving a car. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. I was still drunk from the night before. And I lost control of the vehicle and we careered off the road and went through a low brick wall. Luckily, no one was hurt. I turned to the woman next to me. Didn't know her name. I'd only met her an hour before. And I said to her, I've failed, haven't I? Now, the other thing I thought I'd try with you is some topical material. Because we often hear, don't we, about the British citizenship test and about how some of the questions are so difficult that even ordinary British people can't get them right. So, just for fun, I'm going to try a few of those questions tonight. Now, I'm guessing most of the people down the front, you're British? Yeah? Anyone who's not, there'll be a van outside for you afterwards. And Scottish people, do feel free to join in too. Just for fun. So, question one. Lady there, what's your name? Olga. That wasn't it, Olga. Okay. Question one, just for fun. British politics. In 1921, Prime Minister David Lloyd George said what? Sorry? You don't know? Yes. Happy New Year, apparently. Well, let's try this lady here. You British? No. Okay, well, good. No. Well, afterwards. All right. The royal family. Prince Charles. True or false? False. No, true. Wouldn't think it to look at him, would you? Okay. Question three. We'll come to this man here. What's your name? Tom. Okay. British geography. Slightly easier for you, Tom. Birmingham? I mean, I can read it again for you, Tom. Birmingham? Correct. And last question. We'll come to this man over here. It's a sports question for you, sir. Cricket or football? Trick question. It was Formula One. So not always as easy as they look. Right, I suppose at this stage I should tell some more jokes. So it's my agent again. In fact, where was that voice from? You can actually help me because I'm currently single, and I'm working on a couple of new chat-up lines which I'd like to practice tonight. So, you'll do. And then the other one is, my name's Sean Patrick. Thank you for having me. Good night.
Sean Patrick! Did you enjoy that? What you may have noticed there, Sean did a short set. He was doing what we call an open spot here, because the Comedy Store has a proud tradition of introducing newer comics who are on the open mic circuit who show some promise to come here on a professional night to see how far they go. And that was one of his first times here at a Comedy Store. Sean Patrick, remember the name.